Welcome back to part 2 of episode 4 of 25 for 2025, a series where I attempt to read these 25 books in 2025. In part 1, I picked the book Darling Venom by Parker S. Huntington, and in this part, I will be wrapping it up. I have so many thoughts about this book. To start, I really wanted this book to be 5 stars, but sadly, I did end up rating this book 4 stars. I would say around like the 30 or 40% mark, kind of the area where I checked in with you guys at part 1. I was on all-time high. The book was so delicious. It was just so good. And then as I kept reading it, my interest in it slowly died down. The tension just disappeared between Tate and Charlotte. Look at the man that they have on the cover of this book. If this is not Tate, I don't know who they intended for this to be. If this was to be Kellen, like, not in my head. This is Tate. Sorry. We'll give this book clicks for the complex story and the message it was telling. We were told one story in the beginning of the book, and then as the story continued, we learned more about the characters, their lives, each side to the story that Kellen told Charlotte in the beginning, and it really revealed a lot of hidden truths that weren't mentioned in the beginning. So I like that part of it. I think that part I was like racing to find the truth throughout the book, and that's why I was so hooked on it. And then at some point we just kind of fell flat. I did like the contrast of life and death in this book. I think there's a lot of talk of birth and women who are pregnant mothers, even with Tate being a obstetrician. I can't remember what it is. It's like the OBGYN, like that type of field of medical work. He's in that space. He's seen women struggle to either have kids, they go through the process of having kids. Really cool message, I guess, to have in this book, because the whole book is very kind of depressing, and the situation that happened obviously isn't the best that happened with Kellen. You're surrounded by this negative energy of why someone would do something, and there's this flip side of the story that's saying that like life is so fragile. Some women are desperately trying to give life to someone else in this world, and sometimes they're not successful at it. Sometimes I feel like I'm reading too deep into it, but I feel like that was intended because there wouldn't be so much talk of birth in this book. I would say there was some character growth for both Tate and Charlotte, and then sometimes it disappeared. But I guess it just shows the way that people process grief in their own life and how long it takes someone to try and accept love from other people when they've gone their whole life thinking that they don't deserve it. I really just felt like there was like 20 plots happening in this book. I enjoyed them, honestly. I think there were places and times for each of them. And then sometimes I just wanted the tension back between Charlotte and Tate. I did guess the big plot twist of the book. Overall, I did really enjoy this book. I had a lot of fun reading it. If it sounds interesting to you, I know the whole premise of it might come as a shocker to non-readers, but in the end, it delivered. It had a great plot line. It had a bigger message than itself, and there was tension, there's romance, there's up and downs, there's process of grieving, and it's all wrapped into one book. So I would definitely recommend this. That's all I have to say about Darling Venom. If you're interested to see the next book that I pick, come back to episode 5.